Yes, I'm
Girl.
sorry. I'm sorry. Look, I got so many screens open. My apologies, Bestie. What is going on? What is happening on this Monday?
This is my favorite part of Chanel is that she can just turn on and turn off like
Listen,
a switch, honey.
and I felt the silence, and I was like, "Oh no, it's my turn to say
Just said,
something."
wait a minute.
And I was like, "Ah,
There's
how to
a
do this?"
pause here.
Sorry.
I'm supposed to be the filler of the gap.
Listen, right? It was me. Sorry for that
Um,
pregnant pause, guys.
No, I think that so today I had a new employee start, and when I tell you that I could not be more excited,
Yes, burr, burr, burr,
right?
burr, to the
I
new
was like,
employee.
"Good morning," like I was doing all kinds of stuff. 'Cause I was
You was
so
floating.
geeked.
You said hello.
Girl, yes. Okay. And I had him working on day one. I was like, we'll get to that onboarding stuff later. Does your laptop work? Good. You got it. All is well. Your email works. Cool. Here's a bunch of meetings. This is what you need to do.
Listen, because finally I'm free for all
I'm
of
not
this.
entirely free.
Not
'Cause
entirely
I
free,
still
but
gotta get some
all
more
of
folks
this.
in, but I am
I
so
scooped a
excited.
little off my plate to get
I'm
to you.
just so excited.
Yes.
So
And I just can't hide.
exactly. Like that's been my spirit all day. Like I actually got some of my steps in because
Oh,
I was like, you see, I got on my some
I
workout
do.
stuff and a sports bra
Okay.
because I was like, you know what? Guess who has time
Listen,
today?
today to get your whole life. Look at God.
Exactly.
I
Mhm.
love it.
So I'm really excited about that.
Yes.
And then, like you mentioned, one of the young ladies that I mentor, she graduated from Whitewater
Yay,
over the weekend.
congratulations.
So I had a chance to go there, and our sorority had a meeting in person.
After years
Right.
of being virtual.
Exactly, but that was exciting.
That's
I
what's up.
was brunching this weekend, probably more than I should have been, honey.
Okay.
But your girl was getting her brunch on.
You ain't wrong.
So I was excited about that. But then my church did have a prayer for the city, and we're actually doing that every day this week at 6
Good.
a.m. and p.m. because of all the stuff that's going on.
Yeah, y'all, it's a lot.
So, yes,
It is a lot.
there is a lot going on. So I'm trying to be aware but not engaged.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
I don't even know how to do that. I think
Right.
I'm just overshadowed by my new person starting today, but by tomorrow I'll be like, oh my God, did you hear?
Yeah. Yeah. It'll all come back to you. Like,
Right.
what in the world is happening in this world? But again, that's a lot of what Black people have to do too. We gotta
Compartmentalize.
yeah. Like we don't even have time to stop and process what's happening.
Right.
But yeah, okay. We all checked in.
We are all checked in, and now it is time for the tip.
Yeah.
And we have an event coming up.
We do.
Yes, we
So
do. It is called the
exciting.
Heal and Chill.
Yes, Heal and Chill Milwaukee.
Yes.
So excited.
Yes, absolutely. And when is it?
This is going to be June 11, 2022. And this is in collaboration with our favorite life coach, Robin Bloom of the Healing House, Mississippi. This is something that she does regularly there that she is bringing to Milwaukee. So we are so excited. Yes, so get those tickets. The link is in our link tree. It's on social media. So make sure you get tickets, you register. We want to see you there. It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited to have life coach Robin Bloom here in person. It's gonna be good. So bring some tissue, bring your comfy clothes, bring your comforter, your blankie, whatever you need. But we
Your
about
teddy
to dig
bear,
deep.
honey.
Your teddy
'Cause
bear, honey.
Y'all know Robin gonna get all up in our business and hold us
Ooh,
accountable.
Child, Robin is about to go in, and I'm ready. Like I'm just so ready to like leave it all with her. So yes, this is gonna be
She's
good.
going to hold us accountable. So
Indeed.
break out those workbooks.
Absolutely, absolutely. So in the meantime, if you don't have Robin's book, make sure you get that. I think that's also linked in our link tree. But yeah, it'll be a great time. So if you can join us on June 11th from noon to about 4:30 here in Milwaukee, see the flyer for further details. But we would love to have you and get registered. Come on.
Yes, and there will be brunch because
Yes.
after all, it is brunch with besties.
You know, we had
So
to include that part,
there will
brunch a
be
little bit.
a light brunch.
There we go. Light brunch. We gonna eat and then we gonna get to the
We're
work.
gonna eat and heal.
Ooh,
This is what's
child,
gonna happen.
That's what's about to happen.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, there's another tip.
Oh yay!
Bestie wrote a book.
Oh yeah! How do I keep forgetting? Yes, I definitely wrote a 30-day journal called Single and Not Quite Ready to Mingle. If you listen to the Good News Network, you probably will hear my ad somewhere on here. So make sure you are listening to all of the shows so you can catch my ad drop. I'm really excited about that. Shout out to Keith Good News for being the person that he is and pouring into me and my success. So I love you, man. That's what's up. So be on the lookout for that. And my journal release is coming up on June 18th, and my bestie will be moderating. So excited about
Yes.
that. Author Bridget Whitaker will also be moderating. So we're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be dope. So that's June 18th. Be on the lookout for more information about that. But in the meantime, you can purchase my journal right now on Amazon.
Yes, and you can actually like just put Chanel's name in and it pops right up. It's
Pops
like
right
number
on
one.
up.
Or you can put in single and not
Not
quite ready to mingle. And it's the first one. So I love the
Listen.
searchability. And honey, y'all know that if you have Amazon Prime, you'll get it in 2 days. So go
Listen.
ahead and just buy that thing.
Listen, or even next day. I mean, if you
can
really
next
want
day
it,
look.
Amazon, it be right at your door. So get ready to do some more work with that. So I'm excited. So thank you. Yes, because your girl
Absolutely.
forgot. I don't be thinking. Sorry.
It is okay, but that's why I'm here.
Exactly.
So now we're gonna first of all, this is not Brittany's first time on the podcast.
It is not.
It is not. She is no stranger.
Nope.
So I'm gonna, Britt, I'm gonna let you introduce yourself in whatever manner you choose, but I will ask that you let them know your age, just to kind of get some perspective, your marital status, and you already mentioned amazing Ava, but let them know how old your daughter is.
Well, I am Brittany Humphrey, a bestie, and I am 33. I just turned 33. 33, I'm married, and we have one daughter, and she is 4 years old. So, yeah, I don't know what else. That's it. I'm just trying to heal.
She said, "I'm just trying to heal. That's all. Look, I'm just trying to heal."
That's all.
Listen, you stumbled a little bit when he was like, "I'm 30."
But you know what? I think we all do because we're like, first of all, who asks somebody how old they are after 30? Who does that?
How dare you?
But I try to give people some perspective so they can be like, "Oh, okay, yes, I can relate to her."
Yeah.
But so we've been talking periodically, like we'll kind of mention your fitness journey because you are Fitt Britt, honey.
I am.
Can you tell us what motivated you to start your page and also what day you are on?
So I think like a lot of us, we have been on multiple fitness journeys in our life. I initially kind of started 2019, really getting in shape. That was like right before the pandemic. And then my father-in-law got diagnosed with cancer like November 2019. So we were still kind of working out, all of that. My husband had joined and was doing a challenge with me. Then pandemic happened. We had to temporarily relocate down there with my father-in-law. Ultimately, he ended up passing. So weight gain, life. Among that time, my husband got diagnosed with diabetes. It was just a lot happening. And my health and me coming first began to take a back seat. So it kind of started flipping, and I was still work out there because we had a home gym. I would work out, but I was working out more so like for my mental health to get a break because it was so much happening and being a caretaker and all of that. My workout was not even about losing weight or like anything. It was, I need an hour out of the day for myself. Let me get rid of this stress. So fast forward, we come back home, kind of working out again. Gyms are closed now. We're back in D-Town, as Chanel likes to call it. And I kind of just fell off the wagon, didn't really want to do it anymore. And then we took my baby to a pumpkin farm last October. And afterwards, I seen the picture. In November 1st, your girl was at the gym because I said, no, this me? Didn't nobody tell me that this is who I had become? So I decided that day that I get to decide what my life looks like. And regardless of what I had became up until that point, that from that day forward, I was making an intentional difference. Like whether today I'm going to exercise or today I'm going to eat healthier, every day I was going to do one thing to get me closer to the person I wanted to be. And I've been doing that. And now I'm I didn't start tracking my workout numerically last year. I started over. I reset the calendar every year. So since January, I'm now at 110 workouts. My old gym used to do it. They did like a 50 workouts, 100 workouts, and 250. We would get to sign like a different board. So I was like, okay, the year started. I'm not at that gym anymore, but I'm gonna still track it and see if I'm on track. So I'm at 110, and I ain't planning on slowing down.
I know that's right. Yes,
Yes,
I
that's what's
love
up.
it.
Shout out to the
110.
photographs like humbling you, because it will, man.
Listen.
Oh my God, there is nothing like a fat picture, honey.
Ooh, wee. Oh, and I've got some recently where I'm just
Look.
like, look, now get your life.
Me
I
too.
mean, it's just ghetto because it was like, okay, I knew I put on some pounds, but baby, I had put on a whole new person too. I said, "Wasn't nobody gonna do my friends love me? Wasn't
Look,
nobody gonna love me?" And I hadn't really been taking it. Like I really only got in that one picture at the pumpkin farm because usually I'm always just taking pictures of my daughter, capturing moments of her and my husband. I'm behind the camera, so I hadn't been taking pictures, so I didn't know that this is what I had become. And I said, "Nah, I know. I need a new prescription because this can't be what my glasses must be messed up."
yes,
Girl.
look, we have all been there.
Ooh,
There
I'm
comes a time
there
in-
right now.
There comes a time in every young woman's
Jeez.
life where she sees a picture that is unflattering.
Ooh,
And you know
wee.
that that's what people see when they see you.
Yes, it's so crazy.
And you're like, wow,
like
I must start fasting
immediately. Like I really be thinking like, is the camera gotta be lying? Like I cannot.
But then you be like, but did it add 20?
Did
Did
it?
it add 10?
It had to, because the camera
You're like,
be,
I mean, maybe I gained some weight, but I ain't like big.
the camera be so disrespectful. I don't know. Like why camera? Why'd you do that to me?
But I love what you said about each day I get to choose if I'm working towards or away the person that I want to become, because that's what it's really all about. Like a lot of times we want to lose weight or we want to be whatever the goal is, but we're not willing to commit to the process.
Mhm.
And I don't know if that was I talking to you, Brittany? Or maybe I said this on the podcast. I don't know, but it was something like the person who loves walking is far more likely to reach the goal of losing weight than the person that wants to lose weight.
Mm.
Right, because they appreciate and love the journey.
Gotcha. That's good. That's
Right.
good feedback.
So
Listen, that
that's why
is good.
that's why they tell people like when you're working out, do something that you love.
Yeah.
Because if you resent it, the second that you don't see results, you're done.
Yeah, you gonna feel defeated and just be like, all right.
And what I love about Brittany is, she posts, okay, Fitt Britt posts everything. Okay. Fitt Britt said, look, I'm gonna post my weight.
Yeah, everything.
When I saw you post that, I was like,
everything.
so we telling our secrets now.
the befores and afters, where I'm at right now.
But I love that we get to see the process.
Yeah.
Because people just post after.
Yep. When they get to the results.
I'm down 25.
basically.
Bam.
Yeah. And that was important for me. Like initially, I really started this. I honestly started my page as a love letter to myself. I didn't even share it with people. It was just me. So I can look back and see what I've accomplished. When I got tired or I felt like it wasn't results, I can go back and say, no, look, or look at what you've done. Okay, maybe today wasn't a good day in the gym, or today was not a good food day for you, but look at everything you've done. Don't throw it away. So it really just started like that. And then I began to kind of slowly share with like my friends. Because I mean, you said all my befores and my afters and my in-betweens. And I think what you said is truly important. We see the afters. We don't see what it takes. And people think that it's just let me just do this little 2-month diet and let me do this. No. And I'm posting, my weight was lower last week. And look, y'all, it's up this week. Like, this is not a linear journey. Some weeks going to be good. Some weeks going to be bad. But every day I'm going to still keep showing up. Like you said, it's about consistency. Like what you said about like a person who loves walking. It's not about like one specific goal. People are like, what's your goal, Waiter? What do you want to do? My goal is to become a healthy and fit person. That doesn't have a number. So like, that's who I want to become. So every day I'm going to do something to get me closer to that. Because when it's, I need to lose 10 pounds, or I need to lose 20 pounds. When that's done, then I go back to my old lifestyle.
Yes.
So my goal is just to become fit, active, and healthy overall.
Awesome. We got to get to our very first break. Don't want to interrupt, but
Go
thank you
ahead.
for listening.
But here you are. I'm just
always
playing.
interesting. But thank you for listening to Brunch with Bestie Show. We will be right back with Fitt Britt.
proven that the Primos Chidos radio increases life expectancy and loss of weight. So make sure to catch us every Thursday at 12 p.m. on the TGN Latinx station.
Ladies and gentlemen, hip-hop. Affiliate Entertainment proudly presents the first of its kind battle rap card game based on the 4 elements of hip-hop. Are you ready? You can go to hiphop101game.com. Hip-hop.
Yo, this is Jason Lee from Hollywood Unlocked, and even though they extra as hell, check out Never Not Extra on TGN Network.
That's right.
Y'all gotta have notes, cue cards, teleprompter.
Hey, Jackie, what's wrong?
I'm over here running around trying to tell everybody about the Podcast Pit.
What's the Podcast Pit?
I'm glad you asked. The Podcast Pit is an event where you will find some of your favorite podcasts performing in front of a live audience.
Will there be food and drinks there?
Of course there will be. It's at Joxer Dailies in Culver City. They have a full bar and a full menu.
Hey, I may need to tell people about this as well.
Yes, come with me. Let's tell them. The Podcast Pit is coming.
The Podcast Pit is coming.
Hey, Michael, that's a dope-ass shirt. What is that?
You know what it is. I only rock the Flyers gear, and the Flyers gear can be found with TGN Radio.
Where did you get it?
TGNradio.net. Go onto the page, click TGN Shop Store, and you can get everything you need.
I'm getting mine right now. And make sure y'all do the same. Go get your TGN merch. Enjoy your show.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Alex Himes from Courtside Radio. We love to have you tuning in every Monday and Thursday at 6:30 p.m. right here on the Good News Radio Network. Don't forget to tune in every week, people. We'll see you then.
Sundays just got sweeter. The Hub Radio presents First Sundays Open Mic, hosted by Hub City Dre, DJ Gamma Ray, and the First Sundays Band. They're inviting all singers, rappers, comedians, and poets to show up and show out. Sign-ups begin at 6 p.m. Sundays Open Mic will take place every first Sunday of the month. It's just $10 before 8 p.m. and $20 after, so arrive early. The address is 1135 East Compton Boulevard. That's 1135 East Compton Boulevard in Compton, California. For more information, follow them on IG at First Sundays Open Mic.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to bring you this ratchet announcement.
Not a ratchet announcement.
Right. About to get a little ratchet.
Welcome back to Brunch with Bestie Show. I am Sherry Renee.
And I'm Chanel.
We are here with Fitt Britt, honey.
Yes.
On here just glowing.
Okay.
Giving us skin and hair.
Okay. Yes.
I just been drinking my water, minding my business.
Hey,
child.
look. And then look, during the
that's
break,
all.
she actually brought out her water bottle.
Right. Whole 64 ounces
Right.
of water. Listen.
Listen,
You better.
gotta
Love
get
it.
it done.
Yes. So as we were going into our first commercial break, you were definitely talking about the journey that you're on and you posting everything as a love letter. I love that, to yourself. And I think Sherry Renee said this last week, but we look at healing as like our mental, our traumas, like things that happen to us. But healing is also like how we care for our body. And sometimes that's the part of healing that we don't necessarily think about or get to, but it is a part of the journey as well. So how have you working out and being on this fitness journey helped also in your healing journey?
It has helped me to see myself. I think, like how I said, in terms of like looking at the picture, but just even reflecting before that, I think I often faded into the background and I didn't make eye contact. I'm going in the bathroom, whether at work or at home, I'm washing my hands, I'm gonna leave out. I had to stop and begin to take time to truly look at myself. It helped me to begin to like love myself and my body. Like, not just once I'm at the goal weight and it's perfect. No, let me look at you. Thank you, Belly, for getting me through the things you got me through. You brought life into this world. Like, you are not worthy once you're at this level. So like, it made me see myself and like start loving myself for where I am and just not making the goal to be, I gotta get smaller and I gotta lose weight. Like, no, I want to be stronger, like physically. Like, it's not just about a number. So I think honestly, this journey that I'm on has been the slowest journey I've ever been on. I can do whatever 6-12 week program and I could drop 30, 40 like that. But this time I'm going slower, but it's intentional. Like even today, when I snack, it's different. Normally I'm finna binge. It's like I want a snack, I will have one piece of that. And that's cool. And I'm recognizing that I'm starting to do that more unconsciously. Like I am, what does my body need right now? What am I actually craving? So this time around, it's not just about I got to get to this weight loss. So yeah, I'm weighing in and I'm keeping myself accountable, but part of tracking my workouts is not just about the weight. Look at what you've done. You've shown up for yourself 110 times this year. So I give myself, I have like a little fitness journal. So I track my weight loss, but I also like track my workouts. And after so many things, I give myself a reward because this journey, I may not get the results that I want in terms of numbers right away, but I'm still gaining something. I'm learning more about my body, how what I eat affects me. So when I'm having this type of workout, I probably need to eat like this, and how I can tell the difference when I'm drinking enough water in my next workout. Like I can tell by how much I'm sweating or how tired or exhausted I am. So I'm truly learning my body. And it's like I'm in my 30s, and why didn't I ever know my body this intimately before on what set me off and what made things good. So this time I'm paying attention to me. It's not just about the end goal.
Yeah, I love that because, and I think I told this to both of you guys, but this lady posted this one day and she was in my business and I was like, girl, mind your business. But she said, when you binge eat, you're shutting your body up. Like your body is trying to tell you that it needs something and you are silencing it. You're basically saying, shut up and take this food, right? And I love that you said, like, yeah, if I want to snack, I'll snack a little bit, but what does my body need? Do I need to walk? Like what is it asking me for? What is it really saying it needs right now? And let me make sure that I give it that. And I agree, we in our 30s, child, but we look, we gotta learn our bodies because we only get one. And I do
Mm-hmm.
think that when you heal, I think that it's reflected in your body because you take the time to acknowledge what is my like you start listening to your body. So you start being more intentional about, um, maybe it's not vanity, right? Like I need to lose this weight, but it's more about like, yeah, this isn't healthy. Like, why am I going to be reckless with my own body? Why am I going to keep eating this type of food? It doesn't serve me. Just like how we let go of anything else that doesn't serve us, we're going to be like, you know what? Fries actually don't serve me. At least not if I eat them every day.
Mm. That is so good. Like both of you said some gems. I don't know if you told me that, but just hearing that, like when you binge eat, like you're telling your body to shut up. Very true. Like
Yeah.
because typically when I binge eat, like either I'm feeling like depressed or sad, or and I just don't want to deal with it at that moment. So I'm like, I'm about to go to Cops. I'm about to get these flaming hots. I'm about to go here, get this cheesesteak from Cousins. Like I'm just about to just
Oh, cheesesteak from Cousins.
listen, girl. I didn't say something. Yes. Like I am trying to get rid of the feelings. Like I don't want to face the feelings
Yeah,
right now.
but we call it comfort food.
Absolutely, we do.
But really, it's
Mm.
like shut the fuck up food.
It's shut up
right?
food.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like
because
Sarah,
I'm
when you
just
told me that,
thank you right here. This makes me feel safe and comfortable, and I'm not gonna deal with
I'm
all
gonna hide. I'm
the
gonna
things.
drown my problems.
Ooh.
Right? It's almost like people who do drugs, right? Like,
Yes. Oh yes. Yeah. Yeah. That
food
you
is
ain't
a
that
drug.
because I'm like I
yeah, I
can
was like,
see
should I
that.
follow her? Because I don't know if this is what I need.
Why are you telling everybody my
right.
business? Jeez.
And it was like a quote, and then like she was on the side and she was off it, and I was like, girl.
Oh gosh, man, that's definitely like the slap in the face.
Yeah.
Like I needed to hear that today
Yeah.
because,
When you
like I
told
said, in my check in, like I definitely feel weighted today. So when I got home, like I was like eating everything, but mind you, I didn't eat at work because I was doing too much. Like I didn't even have a moment to like stop and eat. But still, like even that is like not taking care of yourself. Like why didn't you
Why
stop
didn't you stop and eat?
to eat? Um, so yeah, your girl gotta do better, child. But that was good. I needed to hear that. That was good.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
But
So,
I love. Oh, I'm sorry. Go
oh,
ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm curious about your fitness journey, Brittany. So now that you know a little bit more about your body, you know her inside and outside, and you know what she needs, and you know how to cope with things. So say you are feeling sad, like now you could recognize like I can't binge eat. So how do you rectify that? Like maybe I'm sad, something's going on at work. Like today you felt like, ugh, like now I got to go back to work, I got to work out at night. Like how do you solve that? Yeah, how do you remedy that without going back to a bad habit?
I think it's like a combination. So the the fitness journey in terms of like working out is one thing, but they also being coupled with like therapy. Like this is a whole wellness journey. So I'm recognizing the emotions. Like Sherry, when you said that before, when you first told me that, like I had to sit with that for some days. That like binge eating is punishing your body for telling you that something is off. Like I had to sit with that. Like wow. So now when I'm starting to get frustrated, and I want to grab a snack. Okay, what emotion am I experiencing right now? And sometimes I'm aware that this is stress and that I'm going to eat this because I'm stressed, but like me being more conscious and be like, okay, I'm stressed, I want a snack. I'm only going to eat 2 cookies instead of that whole pack that I normally would eat. But what emotion is it? What is my body telling me? And like what's the root cause? How can I solve this or fix it? Because after I eat that cookie, whatever was stressing me probably still gonna be there. So what is it that I'm running away from and avoiding? So I'm just trying to identify those emotions now and really calling being real with ourselves. My therapist likes to read me for fun. And I had got frustrated because I wasn't getting results. And I was like, I think I just hit like a plateau. And she's like, well, language matters. Did you hit a plateau or have you regressed? Because you made some results and now you're going back to doing your old things and you still expect progress to happen. So is this a true plateau or is it a regression? And then I was just like, why am I paying you to talk to me like this? Like, I don't have to stand for this. But
you, lady.
I said, shocked. But it was true. I had not hit a plateau. I had just decided I had done enough and I didn't want to work hard no more. But I mean, I'm working out, so that should be enough. I had to take stock of what am I actually doing to my body? What am I putting in? How am I undoing the goals that I'm setting each day?
Look, inspect what you expect, honey. Okay, look.
Jesus.
No, I love that. Because I know sometimes, like, I actually have to ask myself when I mean, I'd be like, are you hungry?
Same.
Like, you eating, but are you actually hungry?
Yeah.
Are you bored?
Yep.
Do you not know what to
Same.
do?
Yep.
Sad.
Yes, I go through that inventory too, especially like if it's late at night, like well past like 10. It's like, don't get up and go to the refrigerator one more time because you bored. Like go to bed, go sit down somewhere because you're not hungry, bro. So yeah, I definitely go through that inventory every day. Like, are you bored? Are you dehydrated? Do you need to drink? Like you think you hungry, but you really need some water. Like
Right,
that's what it is.
Yeah, but no, I love that your therapist was calling you out to the carpet, honey, because man.
Yeah, this is ghetto here. I said, girl, you thought I was coming here to heal. This was the key. Don't be actually making me grow, okay? But no, that's what we need. We need to like self-awareness is the first step. When you become aware of what your habits are and the things that are getting you or are not getting you to where you want to go, then you can begin to take action. And lately I've been reading Atomic Habits by James Clear, and like he breaks down and give all these different systems, but he's like, a habit we think it's just, oh, let me do a thing. It's really not our habits or our goals that are wrong. It's the systems we have in place. If we get our systems in order, then we'll have a better chance of success. So like one of the things is like if you want to do something, make it obvious. So if working out is a priority, my clothes and my shoes at the door, like I can't go past this without, oh, let me think to work out. So that my brain automatically, I see workout shoes, that means I'm going to go. It's like it's a ritual. He said the habit should be like in the first 2 minutes. So the habit is not me going to the gym and working out. The habit is I wake up, I put on my workout clothes and my workout shoes. Once I've done that, my workout is as good as done because that is a starting thing that's going to get me there. So starting and putting systems in place. If I know I need to eat healthier, okay, put those healthy things inside. Instead of having snacks and stuff on the counter, if I have a bowl of apples or something like that, I'm more likely to grab those because it's in my line of sight. But if I see those cookies, oh, them things gone. So making things obvious and setting ourselves up and giving systems. I don't always want to work out. I don't always want to eat healthy. And sometimes I don't. but let me put a system in place that'll make this easier for me and me more likely to succeed at getting it done.
I agree. And it's really the discipline, right? And like my mama would say, make it look like it, right? If you supposed to be working out, then look. If you gonna work out at 6 a.m., well then did you have an alarm? Are your clothes laid out? Like
Make it
what are
look
you
like
doing to enable this goal that you claim to have? This morning I got up and I was like supposed to get up and work out and whatever, right? And so I woke up and I did everything else that I was supposed to do, my whole morning routine. And I was like, now you know the last thing on this list, which was actually the first thing, but now it has become the last thing, is to work out. And then I was like, I'm just gonna turn on my music. And the next thing you know, there I was.
You got to
3,000 steps done.
Okay.
Right. Like, cause that was a morning ago. I just need 3,000. Cause if I can get to 3,000, right, then I can do 10
There we go.
by the end of the day. I just need 3 before work. If I can get the
Mm.
3 before work done, then I'm just as good. Like that alone makes me more successful, or makes it more likely that I'm going to get 10,000 by the end of the day. But baby, when 6 o'clock has come and I only have 200 steps, we ain't getting to 10,000.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
It's looking real bleak for that 10. I ain't gonna make it.
Blake.
Gee.
She said we're gonna start again tomorrow, boss. We ain't gonna do it.
But then that's how we start talking ourselves out of
Yeah,
it, right?
that's
Because
facts.
so like the standard has to be, I have to do this before work.
Mm.
So I started work later today because I was just like, well,
I gotta get it done. Yeah, facts.
this is almost like I can't leave the house
Yeah.
until I brush my teeth. If I'm
Exactly.
late, I'm just late because your girl has to brush her teeth before she leaves the house. That is a standard, right?
Yeah, right.
So I can't log in
Until I got
until I
my
have
steps.
3,000 steps. I don't know what you do, but I can't do that.
Wow.
So but I agree, Brittany. I think it's really about the systems,
Mm-hmm.
because half of it is just showing up.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it was this one guy who was like, his goal was just to work out for 5 minutes every day, and people were like, "Why would you do that?" Da, 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 da. And it was like, because once he showed up, he obviously would do way more than 5 minutes, but in his mind, 5 minutes is attainable. Like, I can work out for 5 minutes. You can do
Mhm.
anything for 5
Yeah.
minutes,
Listen.
right? Like, shoot, except for plank, honey. But other than
Ooh,
that,
or the stairs.
Baby girl.
Listen, them stairs will kill you for 5 minutes.
or burpees. I can't do those for 5
Baby, listen. I don't know.
I saw Fitt Britt doing burpees.
Listen.
I was like, I wrote in the comments, I said, oh my God.
Let me tell y'all, my
Burpee.
old gym,
'Cause she did
used to make us do birthday. They made us do birthday burpees. So when it was your birthday, whatever age you were, you had to do those burpees.
Like,
And y'all, I was so shook about having to do that. But then I started practicing burpees because I was like, it can't be my birthday, and then I let everybody else out burpee me. So I had to start practicing. So
when did
Dude
burpee
made it a competition.
but and a verb? She also made it a verb. You're not gonna out burpee.
Out burpee me.
you're not. Not on my birthday. Any other day, fine, you can have it, but not just this one day. So, but even now, that was like last year. So now this year, it's like, wow, I remember burpees used to be the death of me, and now I can do them because we have to practice those things. Like practice makes progress. I'm probably going to get even better, but I have to be willing to do the thing. It can't just be about, okay, I'm going to mentally prepare. I'm going to write down how I can do a burpee. I ain't going to be able to do that burpee until I get in there and do that thing. I have to practice it. And like you said, with the guy showing up like the 5 minutes, and that's another thing that like James says in the book, like we are so focused on, I have a goal, let me figure out how to do it the best way and get to it, but we have to standardize before we optimize. So like him showing up every day for 5 minutes, I am committed to getting up and going to the gym. Maybe it's 5 minutes, but now my body is trained and conditioned to go there. And then over time, I'm going to get there, and it's going to be 10 minutes and then 20 minutes. But I will consistently go every day, even if that's a 2-minute thing. Once you get yourself in a habit of doing that without thinking, like you said, like the walker, you're more likely to get results when it's I'm going for the thing instead of just the end goal.
Yes. I love that. You
I
have
do
to
too.
standardize before you optimize,
optimize.
because once
Ooh.
it becomes my standard, just like, hey, I have to brush my teeth before I leave,
Yeah.
like that is literally the standard.
Yes.
Then it's like, I'm gonna get the fan. I got an electric toothbrush. Like
Listen.
you got all the stuff going, right?
Yes.
But yes, it's more important to show up than anything.
But I
Because
also
the
like how you said,
second-
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just gonna say the second that you don't show up, you literally have to start. Like that's regression like a mother.
Dang.
that one time.
Y'all
When
coming through with the words today. Just pour.
Listen.
I'm just keep pouring on me because
And
Jesus.
that's why I had to toast to y'all, because baby, y'all will keep me accountable. Let me not post. Y'all be like, did you work out today? So I'm
Camera
like, hey
alert,
guys,
honey.
schedule change.
Yeah, you definitely gonna get some. Look, I don't even call people, but I will call you if I don't see a post because I see it as soon as I wake up, and after I open my eyes, pray, and do all that, I see it. I be like, let me like this right now because your girl's up and at it already. So, but no, and you said something else too, like you have to practice. And I think that's touching me because I think, especially with my own like fitness journey and working out, like I feel like I gotta be the best at it, like right away. Like I want to be cold, like I'm gonna do all this. But no, like everything that I've learned how to do, like I had to practice and it took time to get better at. So I think I don't give myself the grace in that it's not gonna be right away. And I think once in my head, like if I don't have it right, then that's where the defeat comes, that defeat feeling like, well, you can't do it, so now I'm gonna
Because
stop
you're not good at it.
because I'm not
right.
good at it.
There was this clip that I saw on Facebook, and it was like this guy came to like this tumbling gym. Now, y'all know I don't have nothing to do with this, but I saved it because it meant a lot to me as far as the principle, right? So a kid shows up at a tumbling gym and he says, I want to learn how to do a backflip in one day.
Oh, with it was like two white dudes, like the little
Yeah.
white kid. Okay, I
It was
think I
like
saw
two.
that.
It was two white. It was two white guys, and so the white guy is like, okay, and so
Cool.
the white guy that's teaching him, he makes him lay on the ground in a certain position, and he picks him up, and he's like, keep that position because this is the position that you're going to be in when you flip. Right. So he does that. He makes him practice. He gets the positioning right. He's like, okay. Then he starts dropping him like, this is how you need to fall. Da, 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 this is how you fall. You land on your feet. And then he like starts, he does these different simulations. And literally within a day, this kid goes from not knowing how to do a backflip to doing a perfect backflip with no spotter, no nothing, no cushioning. Like literally he broke it into steps. And I was like, that's really what it is. It's just steps.
Yes.
And if you commit to the steps, you make progress. And that's why I love, Britt, that you post every day, because sometimes your weight does go up and you still post it. But that's what success looks like. It's all the failures in between. And if your weight went down every day, people would be like, well, Brittany, you're just constantly losing weight and mine went up today. Well, honey, hers went up last week too, but she's still doing it.
Yeah. And then they would feel defeated or like I can't achieve.
But you still have the net effect.
Yeah.
Right. So still overall, I lost weight. So this week I may have went up a pound, but baby, I still lost 25. So what you want? 1 pound, or do you want to net the 25?
Exactly.
So, what is it? So I saved that post not because I want to learn how to flip, because I could care less.
Yeah.
But it's really just the whole principle and the whole idea about being committed and breaking things into the incremental pieces. Don't look at it as I have to do a backflip, but can I get my stance right?
Yeah, that video was so cool. I saw that video too, and I do like how he broke everything down, because somebody else could have just been like, okay, well, you do this, like I'm gonna show you how to do it, and then this is what it looked like, and I'm gonna spot you, like just do it, and I'm gonna spot you and be here, and that would have taken forever. But him breaking it down really did show like there's a process to this, not just that end result.
And he got it done in a day.
Yeah, that video is amazing.
No nothing. I was like, I've watched that thing like 5 times. And I was like, I'm just going to save this so that when I suck at something, I can remember.
There's a process.
There's a process.
Yes.
Especially, and I think that that's really good for, there are some people that typically tend to do well in certain areas, right? So when you're used to doing well, there's obviously going to be something that you just suck at.
Yeah.
Because you can't be gifted in everything. But then when you find that, you're like, oh, I can't do that. And so you just, you give up. You're like, well, working out just isn't my thing.
I'm not athletic.
I'm
never
not
an athlete. That's always my
ministry.
But it's so funny because today I was talking to Adrea and I was complaining about something. I was like, okay. Every hour I told myself I just got to get 1,000 steps, and she was like, okay, but we know that last summer you were getting 10,000 every day, so this is not like a thing. And I was like, I know, but now I'm just committing to the next 1,000. Like every 1,000, I just keep adding on another 1,000, because right now I'm like, girl, we ain't getting to 10. Because if I look at the 10,
Mm.
I'm gonna be like, that's too big, can't do
Yeah.
it. But I know I can get one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know I can get 1,000 steps. So
Mm.
let me just get 1,000 steps,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll just get the next 1,000. I'll just do that 10 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what both of you guys said, kind of like bringing it together. Like Chanel, you're saying like, hey, I don't want to show up, and then I can't do it. Especially when you've been somewhere, you think you're gonna jump back in and be where you was, but like our body
Yes.
changes. So it doesn't matter that I was able to do this mile in 10 minutes before. I'm starting from this journey that I'm at today. What can I do today? And whatever I can do today is better than I did yesterday. So I can't compare myself to the 3 years ago Brittany and what I used to do. This is where I am today. How do I show up? And like what you're saying, Sherry, like break it down in those steps. Like even when I post my weight, like my goal weight, I'm like, that's not my ultimate like where I want to be, but I'm breaking it on in chunks. And if I think about this is where I want to be long term, it'll seem unattainable. But if it's okay, every 5 pounds, then I'm gonna celebrate. I lost those 5 pounds and I got there. Like you said, break it down into steps that are feasible. Instead of like I gotta do 10,000 steps every hour, let me do 1,000. Or every 10 minutes, I'm just gonna walk from my desk to the water cooler. Okay, I'll do that once an hour. That makes it more attainable, because when we look at the big thing, we got to be perfect, and then we don't do it. So then we get stuck. I'll just do a little bit each day, because long-term consistency will always beat short-term extreme things. So I can do this program for 3 weeks and be extreme and eat nothing and great. I'm gonna get those results. And then in 7 weeks after that, I'm gonna be worse than I was before, versus every day I'm gonna just eat one less cookie. And then eventually I'll get to the place where I'm not doing it. Let me be long-term with it and be consistent. Like it's about, can I keep showing up for myself?
Yes. And that's what most successful people are, right? They're more disciplined. They're more consistent. So like, yeah, you can be great one time, but if you can't do it consistently, then you're not great. You know, like
not at all. Not at all. Wow.
But the regression, because that's what I realized today is like, man, when I stopped, it really cost me. Because now I'm struggling to do what I used to do with ease.
Yeah.
Right. So to everything there is a cost.
Yeah.
So eating like that cost me something. Stopping the workouts, being inconsistent, cost me something.
Yeah.
You know.
So what you willing to pay? You want to pay up front, or you want to pay on the back end? But it's
either way, honey, you gonna pay.
Listen, the toll is gonna have to be paid. Because listen,
either you can pay the toll on the way there, or you can get the ticket
on the way back,
which always costs
in the
more.
mail. Exactly.
On the way back. Okay,
Speaking
that toll was 40 cents, but now it is $35.
Where they be taxing?
I'm talking to you, Illinois.
Listen, and she's talking to me. I got an email the other day, like, look, you went right through.
I just went to Chicago last weekend and didn't pay no tolls. Okay.
I just go right through a mess. But we are winding down to our next break, so I don't want to interrupt like I normally do, but I can. But this conversation has been going wonderful, and again, Brittany, we're proud of you, and you definitely have been encouraging. You're also helping to heal other people through your journey, and just watching your Fitt Britt account is just been inspiring. And like you said, you have done this before, but now you're taking this journey where you are in this moment and taking the time to learn yourself and learn your body. And I think that's super dope. Like the story is dope, which makes me want to be like, okay, well, she could do it. I could do it too. I just have to take my time and do it in my own way. So yeah, that's amazing. I'm so excited to continue to watch you on this journey. But yeah, so you should feel proud of yourself. Pat on the back to you. You are definitely doing okay.
I want to thank me. Come on, Smith. I want to thank me for showing up. I want to thank me. No.
Thank me for showing up every day,
okay?
for never giving up.
That speech is real.
And it is. And he wasn't wrong for nothing he said. Because, listen, it starts with us. And I think, Sis Robin will say that. Like, that accountability piece is important. Either, like you said, Brittany, you're going to pay for it on the front end or the back end. You're going to pay for it with having like this good health, or you're gonna pay for it by having, unfortunately, like getting diabetes or something else with your actual health that you're gonna have to pay for, and nobody wants to go through that. So
right, you're gonna pay for health, or you're gonna pay for wellness or unhealthiness. Like you're gonna either pay for sickness or health. Which one you want to be paying for?
Listen, it's one or the other. But we will be right back on Brunch with Bestie Show. Thank you for tuning in.
About customization. That's why I'm here to tell y'all about Wolf Customs. We can get any and everything customized. I'm talking about t-shirts, sweaters, even cell phone cases. If you have a business or a company or a brand, you probably got a website. You need something custom that's fit to tailor your business to separate you from the competition. Wolf Customs takes large orders and one-of-one orders. So if you got that special event, best you holler at Wolf Customs. You can get custom mouse pads, custom AirPod cases. I mean, it never ends. Tap in with Wolf Customs. Find them on Instagram @_Wolf Customs_ and get your personal touch today.
¿Qué pasó? This is Rix with the Brown Skin Investors on our podcast, Brown Wealth Radio, where we reach and teach nuestra gente on financial literacy, exclusively on TGN Latinx on the Good News Network, every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific, to be specific.
Hey, everybody, I'm Jaja, your local health professional and wellness coach, looking to help you build health, wealth, and community. Call me, text me at 951-569-8296, or find me at _JZA on Instagram.
What's going on, everyone? This is Mark Cooks, financial strategist and retirement expert. I am here to satisfy your financial needs when it comes to life insurance, retirement planning, and debt settlement. So please give me a call at 323-800-7621 or hit me up on Instagram at @BlackSuperman_AMC. Let's schedule an appointment today.
Emmanuel Jones, also known as Zach, the original Black Ranger. Hey, and make sure you're checking out TGN Radio. Hey.
Peace, family, brother Reza. I'm here. You already know I'm checking in with TGN Radio, Black owned. So you already know that's where I'm at. Tap in.
Birthdays are meant for celebration, and when it comes to celebrating, Flour and Sugar never misses a beat. Offering custom cake designs to fit any special occasion, your cake will be the talk around town. From sushi cakes to perfume bottles, everything is always edible, with flavors like Oreo, banana pudding, and our top flavor, strawberry shortcake. I can't miss. Order your special cake today by email at flourandsugarla@gmail.com or visit our website at flourandsugar.store. Or if you want to see new design, follow us on Instagram at _flour_and_sugar_.
What's happening, family? It's Dre, aka Big Draco. Be sure to tune in to We Don't Make the Rules live on Sundays at 5:30, only on the Good News Radio app.
Find it on TGN Sports.
Get your boogie on. Nah, just kidding with y'all. What's going on, man? It's Devontae Green having some fun. We're going to have fun at our show because that's what we do. TGN Talk, 7:30 p.m. Monday, live from the den. Tap in.
Hey, Jackie, what's wrong?
I'm over here running around trying to tell everybody about the Podcast Pit.
What's the Podcast Pit?
I'm glad you asked. The Podcast Pit is an event where you will find some of your favorite podcasts performing in front of a live audience.
Will there be food and drinks there?
Of course there will be. It's at Joxer Dailies in Culver City. They have a full...
Welcome to Brunch with Bestie Show. This is Sherry Renee.
And I'm Chanel.
And we have Fitt Britt here with us.
Yay.
Out here getting fit.
Okay.
I love it because it sounds like Fitbit.
Yeah.
Right? So we play on words, but of course it is Brittany who is on her fitness journey, just out here being consistent on day 110.
Oh, wow, amazing!
That is crazy because I remember as you were approaching 100, I was like, oh my god,
yes. Like every day was like I saw like day 64 or something, and then I looked up again, it was like day 102, and I was like, dang. Like, geez, time is just flying. Time don't wait for nobody. So I love it. Nah.
Yeah. So I just think that that's dope. Just being consistent, choosing you every single day. If that's not healing, then I don't know what is. But you also were at the conference with us. You were at the Sarah Jakes conference with us where we all died.
Yeah. Literally died.
So you've been on your healing journey because that was in 2019.
Yeah, that was 2019.
When do you think your healing journey started?
I think probably around that time, like probably right before I came down for that conference, like probably April, March of that year, because that's when I first initially started like getting into it. First started with me trying to like work out. I think you guys were a huge catalyst for that too. Like, oh, let me read some things, let me learn some things, let me get into therapy. The conversations that you guys were having made me think like, what would be my answer to that? Like, am I healed? What trauma do I have? And then just being at the conference, all the different speakers. I don't think I ever reflected back on the young Brittany or the inner child, like my biological father. was murdered when I was 8, and I think that was a part of me. I just buried that, like, I'm a little girl and be cool. And now that I'm actually working on healing, those things are coming up, and it's how it's impacting my relationships now, like feelings of abandonment. Although he didn't willingly decide to leave, I still felt left nonetheless. So like how that made me show up. And like one thing I realized is, well, the day that he passed, I vividly remember. So I think that impacts how I show up for other people. Like I got to answer the call. I got to show up. I got to be there, because the last time I didn't go, my daddy, then he passed. So figuring out how I'm showing up and the responses in the way I interact with people, is that coming from the healed Brittany, or is it a response to my trauma? So even just these past 2 years have been a lot, like, of learning. I'm starting a journal. You know, I ain't do it back in the 99 and the 2000 like y'all, but even just going back and seeing my thought progression or how I would normally react, or now when I am mad, like, okay, take a breath. Is this true? Because right now I'm feeling like this person said or did this thing, but is that the only option? Okay, let's confront for clarity instead of assuming that it's bad intent. So like the journey, it started probably around there in 19, and it just continued. And every time I think I got it, it'd be like, ha, here's a secret trap door. Right. There's more.
Exactly.
There is always more.
Jeez. It is the gift that keeps on giving.
Okay, whether you want it or not.
Right.
Jesus.
So then with you, after these 110 days, and like you said, now you're going slow, right? Because you're like, I'm committed to the process. The outcome is whatever the outcome is, but I'm just committing to me. The goal is just for me to work out every day. How do you think that affects how you show up now? Like, what has that impact been on your life in terms of your interactions with other people, your relationships, and your own personal well-being?
It helped me establish boundaries. I'm now trying to figure it out, because now that I'm like adjusting to the new schedule, but the first hour of my day was dedicated to me. And when I started my day by pouring into me, it made everything else flow, and it made it easier for me to learn how to establish my boundaries and put myself as a priority. Like I never said no to things. So it's like now when it's like, actually, I don't want to do that, or actually I don't have time for that. And then the whole world didn't even end, y'all. Did y'all know that? It was
Girl, no. Look, it's good to know. Let me write that down, honey.
Hey, pin that right there.
But it didn't matter if I overslept. I'm gonna be late to work, because this is the thing I got to do for myself. So it started with like the workout, but then it helped me figure out what other ways am I putting myself first. What other ways am I showing up for myself? What are my habits or the things that I'm doing? Are they aligned with who I say that I am? Or are they pulling me further away from that? And even just a reflection of my daughter, like when she sees me taking time for myself, like, Mom, gotta go get a massage, like letting her know that I'm your mom and I'm gonna always be there, but I also gotta pour into me first, and everything can't be about you. And that just started like recently, because it's whatever, Ava, the world is hers. But walking that journey, and even this fitness journey, it's just mind blowing. Like she'll come and work out with me, and she'll be, Mommy, I believe in you. Like sometimes I'll do home workouts and I'll be like, I'm tired. She be like, you can do this, Mommy. The other day I had posted a video. She's like, Humphreys never quit. And as I'm doing my little jumps, she's like, I believe in you, Mommy. You're strong. You're brave. I'm proud of you. And it's like, how I'm gonna stop when I got this little girl watching me and cheering me on?
Stop, okay.
Listen, I love that Humphreys never quit. How sweet
I would have been like, what's
that?
insert maiden name here?
Listen, I'm like, the Marin's girl, okay? Listen, I don't know. For real. But it is
Look.
the journey of her.
Your daddy is the real Humphrey. I'm not a Humphrey.
I said, look, that's them folks over there. I mean, us Aarons, we may not quit, but we gonna hit that pause, okay?
Right. No, but I love it. I love it. There's nothing like the encouragement of a child, because they act like they really believe it.
They really believe it, for sure.
Yeah.
They believe it.
And it's like, in terms of this being a lifestyle for me, like I want to be fit. Her growing up like this, it isn't I gotta go to the gym. Like, oh no, this is just what we do. We get active. We exercise. Like this will then be the norm. This will be her standard. So optimizing for her will look much different, because this will be the norm for her.
Mm-hmm. And that's what it's really about, is just letting it be a part of your routine where you don't even think about it. Like when we have to leave, we don't think like, oh, brushing my teeth is going to make me another 5 minutes late. We just be like, well, I can't leave because I didn't brush my teeth.
Yeah.
You know, like, I can't. I don't know
Like
in
that's
what
part of
world
it.
it works for you, but it doesn't work for me.
Exactly.
I have to.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
like,
like,
I have to go, just like you have to go to the bathroom. Like I have to.
Yeah.
It's a need. Like your body will
Mhm.
crave working out.
Mm.
Same thing with water, right? Like your body will be like, no, we can't, like soda burns. We actually need water. So I love it.
That's good though. No, you said a lot of words, and that is true. Like kids definitely will cheer you on. Because when I was working out, Jr. was very like, "Come on, you could do it. One more set. Like you got this." Like I was like, "Bro, shut up."
I know, right? You probably would. You stupid. And go to your room.
He doesn't even go here.
Jeez, listen, you just go to the gym every day. You practically live there. Like this is new for me. But no, just kidding. But kids really are like they'll give you that push that you need when you feel like giving up. I do love that. And I love little Ava. That was so cute. Like y'all gotta get that on a shirt or something to say Humphreys never quit. I love that.
My niece would say that, but then she would come like sit on my back as I'm doing the push-ups, and I'm like, "You're actually not helping."
Yes, when we was working out doing them bandit workouts, she was
my God.
funny. Like
I'm like, "You're literally gonna crawl all over me." I'm literally trying to do push-ups.
Baby, Ava stops mid-workout, get a snack, eats that snack in front of me while I'm working out, and she's like, "That's enough. I'm tired." Oh, but I thought we quit. I got to get. No, you keep going, mommy. She told me the other day. She said, "Mom, because you said you want your weight to lose." She was like, "Lose weight. You want your weight to lose? I'm gonna help you lose your weight." I said, "Well, how? I'm gonna make you. We're gonna exercise." Like she's like, "I'm gonna hold you accountable." So the other day we went. She's like, "You're not gonna eat the ice cream, are you, Mom? Because then your weight won't lose." and I'm just like, "So you gonna read me?" Like, yes, I'm gonna have this scoop, just this one, and then I'm gonna still work out.
Lord, listen, that's what you should have brought it up to her. Like, look, bro, you the real Humphrey. I'm new to this Humphrey. Like, you were born.
Said, listen, you got the bloodline for real, for real.
Right, you got the bloodline.
Listen, it's all you. These your people,
not the bloodline. That's funny.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's really a mind thing.
It is.
Right.
It's
because
all in your mind.
Once you set up in your mind that this is what we do, then this is literally just what you do.
Yeah. It's what you tell yourself every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it becomes habit. And yeah, I think you definitely summed it up that way. Like it's what you tell yourself, it's a discipline, it's the habits that you build. It's breaking it up in pieces, it's practicing. Like practice makes improvements, and it's all of those kind of working all together to get you not even to the goal, but to be the best version of you. I think looking at it like that, like not just like this is my ideal weight or this is my goal weight, but I want to be the best version of me. And that might look different in a few years, but I'm still going to work towards being the best version of me.
Right.
In whatever stage.
Absolutely. And also, sometimes when I see elderly people and they struggling, I'm like,
"Ooh, girl,
is that like which one of them will I be?" Because you see
Girl.
some that are like vibrant and they moving and they just doing the most, and then you see some that they're in wheelchairs or they're bedridden or whatever, and you just be like,
that took me out this weekend actually. I don't know if y'all know, but y'all went to Marquette. But anyway, my son's dad was like avid going to the gym, and these older guys were like always hoop with him. So y'all may not, I don't want to say their name on here, putting them on blast, but they were like older gentlemen. They would come to the rec.
Which one?
They would hoop with my father all the time. So then, they was hooping, like doing 4 and 5 games at the rec, like just playing. So they came to JR game on Sunday to watch JR play, which was so surreal because I'm like, you was just playing with the dad, now you watching the son, which was crazy. But they were like so old and fragile, and I was just like, oh my God.
no.
It's like, yeah. Well, one of them was. The other one, he still kind of looked the same, but he was like going bald and stuff. Like you could tell they're aging. But the other one was like real, like frail. And I was like, oh my God, like this is crazy. Like you don't stay young forever, and you do want to be the best version of yourself in those stages as well. You don't want to be on all these medications. Like my mom is on like all these different medicines for like high blood pressure and all kinds of things, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, actually, my mom was supposed to be,
Mm-hmm.
and she told them I refuse.
Yeah.
And then she started walking every day. She started eating different, and
That's
then
all
like
it
she kept
takes.
going back. And then I think they made her do it anyway. But eventually, she was able to get off.
Good.
But it's
Yeah.
like it's one of those things where it's like, okay, like Brittany said, am I moving closer or away to who I want to be? Because we know where we're heading.
Yep.
Like we see it. We see the people in our own family,
We
but we
see 'em.
still choose to eat
Mhm.
late, eat fat, and eat great.
Girl, listen. Sherry, they always go through the bars. Like, look, I got it.
Like, it's going down. But the question is it really worth it?
Is it worth it? No, it's not.
Right.
That preventative care is not worth it. Like, nobody wants to be on all these drugs and, you know, all these foreign things when you could be just doing the work, like taking care of your body.
And I think like the other thing is just our relationship with food. Food is not bad. Food is a medicine, but just figuring out how we relate to it. You can have anything, but in moderation. Like nothing is off the table, but how much of this am I putting in my body? Am I giving my body enough veggies? Am I doing those things? So yeah, I might have this one thing, but I'm going to make sure I'm also having enough of the other nutrients that my body needs. So it's not anything off the table that I cannot have. It's just what am I having more of? Because I've lived it. You cannot outwork a bad diet. Doesn't matter if you work out 110 days. If you're eating like trash, it won't change.
It makes it worse. Like when you eat real greasy food, like whenever my workouts will be off, my trainer will be like, "What you eat today?"
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as I start, like, and that's why you go eat. I mean, she'd be like, "Go drink this water and drink this smoothie because you ain't putting nothing good in your body.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You
it'll
got
catch up.
grease.
Yep.
That's it."
It'll
So-
definitely catch up to you. Yeah, I keep trying to tell my boy that. Like, I'm like, you young, you got this kid energy, but you still got to fuel your body. Like, you got to take care of it because it always show up. If they play like 3 games, that last game he is in slow motion because it's like you got to fuel your body, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's you got to take
You
care
only
of
get
it.
one.
You only get one, so we down. We got about 13 minutes to go, so I know we got a lot to talk about. Ooh, bless you.
Excuse me, allergy season.
It's killing us in Wisconsin. Send some
Girl,
prayers to your Midwest
Pollen,
people.
go away.
Jesus, we is struggling. I know.
I
So
want us to
itchy.
all answer one question from the end.
Okay, let's do
This
it.
is the healing edition.
Okay. And what is it called again? Just for the people listening, you might want to purchase this.
It is called the Healing Edition. It's from the Skin Deep.
Nice.
The question. Dun dun dun.
I'm like dun dun dun.
I don't know if this is kind of hard because I'm like, I don't even have my own answer, but maybe we'll run out of time for me. What are you not facing? My throat itching, that's still allergies. What are you not facing? There's
Let it
also
run out of me. Y'all go ahead. I'm a guess. Y'all go ahead.
guess first.
It is so much that I'm not facing. Like, where to start? You already know Chanel gonna bury some stuff. So it's a lot of stuff that I'm not even facing right now. Yeah, so I'll start. So I think one thing for me that I'm not facing is just I've been reading a lot and seeing a lot about the young lady who committed suicide, the pageant queen, and just a lot of conversations around.
She was on the Red Table Talk. Her parents,
Her mom
were
was,
on
yeah,
the Red Table Talk.
yeah. Just a lot of conversations around like being having depression, but what was it called? Like operating depression or something like that. Whatever. Functioning. Thank you. I could not think of the word. Functioning depression.
It's like a functioning alcoholic or a functioning drug addict.
Yes. Yeah. So I think that's something that I've been facing, like just trying to find out, like, why do I feel depressed and where is it coming from? Or is it like learned behavior? And I say that because, I saw a lot in my household of just what I thought like a strong woman was supposed to be, but I don't think that was strength. I think that was just masking like feelings of depression and that functioning depression. So I think that's what I need to start facing because I think and you all already know, I bury a lot and I just keep going. I keep going. And then I'll just get to a point where I'm just like, okay, I just want to be in my house with the lights off and like I don't want to talk to anybody and I'll just kind of let myself go. So I think for me, like, I need to face that part. Like, where's the depression coming from? Like, is it learned behavior? Like, I think I need to talk a little bit more to that little Chanel to figure out like what's the real root issue. Like, what is it? Um, so I think that's one of the things that I am not facing currently right now because I just don't have time to figure that out. I do, but I don't.
So, and did you feel like that was eye-opening watching the Red Table Talk?
So I only saw bits and pieces. I didn't watch it in its entirety. So I just watched like some parts of like the message that her daughter had sent and like some of the things about it. So I didn't watch it in its entirety, but it just made me think like I think more women, especially Black women, are dealing with that than we truly know because we think we mask it in strength. Like I just got to keep moving. I gotta do this. I gotta wear the capes. I have to wear all these hats. I have to make people happy. I have to show up for work and show up for other people. So we just keep going, not really realizing that we're functioning depressed people out here, just kind of moving about. So I think a light clicked. Like, okay, this is how you've been feeling, and there's a name to it. Like it is something. So I think that's what made me kind of start to think about it a little more and try to figure out like what my issues are.
No, that's good, and I do think that they did a really good job of articulating who she was and
Yeah.
how people perceived her because they were like, she was always so
Yep.
happy. She had everything going for her.
Yep.
Why would she do this?
Yep.
But then they also showed some of the cruel things that people would say
Yeah.
to her online
Yep.
and the things that people would do.
Ooh.
And, I don't think she wasn't expecting it.
No,
right?
Nope, not at all.
She was expecting that if people didn't like it, they would just keep scrolling.
Yeah. Yeah.
She was so, and I think sometimes too that just goes to show that how important it is to be kind because you don't know what state people are in.
You never do. Yeah.
But she actually had an attempt before.
Okay.
And it brought her and her mother really close.
Yep.
So I think too, especially if people are telling you like, "Hey, I'm depressed," or
Yeah.
whatever, like. Then
Listen.
treat them with
Yep.
listen
to
even
them.
if you see
Yeah.
them being happy or appearing to be happy, right? Like they said they were depressed, they depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, but I really appreciated her parents for coming on and giving insight to that because I do think that people think depression looks one way.
Yeah.
and
I
it-
agree.
It may not.
Yep. I absolutely agree with that. And we've been conditioned to think that it looks one way. And we've been conditioned to be like, okay, well, am I depressed or am I lazy or am I just not making a goal or whatever the case may be? Like we've been conditioned to not look at it as this bigger issue that it really is. And it is a huge issue. So
It is. So then is there any plan to do anything to like see a therapist or do anything to find out?
So to be honest, no, because I'm still trying to figure out like, is that or like what is it? But I'll get in these modes where I'm just like really not myself. Like I don't want to do anything. I don't want to be around anybody, or I'll just get like really frustrated out of nowhere. So I'm just trying to figure out like what is that? Like where is it coming from and what is it? But I do think I need to seek out therapists. I've never done it before. But I do think that that's an option of me to do something, to talk to somebody and kind of figure that piece out. But again, I just keep moving like, oh, well, just keep going, girl. Like you don't have time for that. But I need to stop doing that because then listen, heart disease is like the number one killer for Black people. And I feel like I stress myself out by not like letting stuff out or talking through things. So I definitely need to get over that. But again, I'm conditioned because that's what I saw in my household. Like you just keep moving, you keep it going.
I agree. I think Black women are the number one people that are like, I don't have time for that.
Yeah,
I don't have
no.
time to feel.
No.
If I can fit feeling in the
Can I
schedule.
pencil in my breakdown? Like, can I schedule this?
Because now's actually not a good time.
Right. Next week, Thursday.
Maybe next week, Thursday, but only for an hour because I got that other thing coming up. So
exactly. Ooh, yeah. that's a lot.
But that is trauma that's passed down, right? Because our parents had to, if look, they were single parents. That's number
Yes,
one.
they had to.
Number two, they had these kids that they was trying to raise and move
Exactly.
forward, right? And their own parents didn't teach them how to do. They didn't give them the skills, right? So I think that it's inherited, right? Not just with you, but I think with our community.
Absolutely.
Right. And I think that, like, sometimes when I hear my niece say certain things, I'm like, are we passing this down to her? Like, she's a child.
Yeah.
You know, like, what is she really getting from us as women? So
same. I'm definitely always thinking, like, what am I showing my son about women? Like, what is he seeing in me about the women that he will pursue eventually? Yeah, so you definitely always think about that. Like, and what am I also showing him just about his own character and his own self, about, is he able to express how he's feeling? Is he able to vocalize that? Like, and he will see me kind of like in my room, like laying around, and it's just like, it's probably not the best thing for him to see, but it happens. So just to be real with y'all, because be real on this show.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
Brittany,
child. I think
she said,
I think what
having connection issues. No.
My single fake. No. I think what I had not been, and I'm still not 100%. I'm getting better. Is I have not been facing myself. I have been a doer, and I'm productive, and it appears to be success. Kind of like old girl, you know, like I'm doing all the right things and checking the boxes, but how am I doing? I'm doing all the shoulds. You should go to college. You should get married. You should have the kid. You check the boxes this time. But what is it that I really want, or what are my desires? So I need to face myself more and figure out what part of my life is what I designed, and what part of it is what I thought I should be. And some of those shoulds I may want to still keep, and it may still be good. But what part of this did I play in it? Like, also, like, facing myself and grieving the life I thought I would have, and facing myself that this is where I am, and how do I love this? Or if there are things I don't like my weight loss journey, how do I change it? So really looking at me and figuring out, who are you? You, not who people told you should be, or the expectations of being the daughter or the wife or the mom. And I think, like, just like we always so busy, we don't got time to stop. I don't got time to sit down and journal and stop and look at me and figure out how I'm feeling. I got to do that in the 5 minutes between me getting off work and going to get Ava. So I'm trying to be more intentional about taking that time to sit and feel and figure out, how do I truly feel about this? Because I feel like I recently learned, I don't know if I trust myself. Because if I did, I would need my friend's opinion and my other friend's opinion. And then I don't know if I'm trusting me to make decisions. So I got to face me.
That was loaded.
Yes. I'm like,
yeah, look, you wanted it. We here now.
We should have started with
we
these
should have
questions so that we had
started.
time to
Listen, because
dissect.
now we are.
Look, that's okay. That's okay.
No, listen.
We don't need to dissect.
Listen. It's to reschedule you. We have to finish this conversation.
Yeah, no, but that's a whole lot, and I actually resonate with a lot of it. I, for a while, did not trust myself either, because I'd be like, your judgment is off, because how could you not have seen this over this period of time? And now all of a sudden you're aware of it, but it actually was always here. You were looking at it wrong. Right. And that's why, like, but then I realized that my judgment is good. I actually talk myself out of it. Like, as I went through and read through my journals, I was like, no, you actually had the awareness. So this person or these things or this situation actually did not pull the wool over your eyes. You made a conscious decision not to see it. Right. So I think sometimes it's about, it is about that delineation and the deciphering and taking the time to walk through it and figure it out, so that you can figure out where you need to focus. Because I was like, because if something happens to you where you feel like manipulated or something like that, it makes you question literally everything.
How did I not see this? How did I get here? What else am I not figuring out?
What,
Or what else
what
did I
else
do?
did I not see?
Like, how did I not see this? The writing was right here.
Exactly.
Clear as day.
It's clear as day.
Mm.
But really it's about, hey, I am the common denominator, right? So let me go through, let me see what really happened, let me assess. But Brittany, we gonna have to come back, honey, because you can't just say all of that and then just leave.
Yeah, we definitely gotta touch base on that. But
It's a reschedule.
It's a reschedule.
Is we open next week?
Listen, I'm gonna have to look, but it's a reschedule. Listen,
Y'all know I love being with y'all.
listen.
Absolutely. And maybe we can make something, we do some rescheduling for when you're here so we can do it in
Indeed.
person. Are we ready?
Yeah, we ready.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in to Brunch with Besties show.
There we go.
Until next time, peace.